Good to see you. Welcome back. I've already picked something out, actually. I have this marked here. So again, this is my copy of Tennyson, what I have of him. I actually don't know. I believe this is all of his poetical works. But this is a really nice copy. I got it in 2022. And you've seen this before, so you don't have to rehash everything. I'm testing these page tabs, these bookmarks, and they're working pretty well. These pages are fairly fragile, and that didn't take like anything off the page. That worked really nicely. I got those from my mother. She had some lying around and thought of me, which was really thoughtful of her. Anyway, I had picked this poem, The Deserted House, and not for some melancholy reason. My house is actually, I have a small house, and my wife and I have children living here with us, of course, and so it's the opposite of a deserted house. But I read this, and except for the last bit, the last stanza, I can't really relate to any of these sentiments that we'll read about here. And I found great comfort and contentment in that, actually. I'm sure at one point I may be in a deserted house and I might have to find contentment then, but I certainly don't have to do so now because I don't have a deserted house. So again, this is Tennyson's The Deserted House. This was first printed in 1830. And here we go. Life and thought have gone away side by side, leaving door and windows wide, careless tenants they. All within is dark as night, in the windows is no light, and no murmur at the door, so frequent on its hinge before. Close the door, the shutters close, or through the windows we shall see the nakedness and vacancy of the dark, deserted house. Come away, no more mirth is here, or merry-making sound. The house was builded of the earth, and shall fall again to ground. Come away, for life and thought here no longer dwell, but in a city glorious, a great and distant city, have bought a mansion incorruptible. Would they could have stayed with us. That last bit is nice, because you have in stanza 4, no more mirth, no more merry-making sound. The house was builded of the earth and shall fall again to ground. It's reminiscent of Genesis. You are dust, and to dust you shall return. The same thing of all of our products, all of our manufacturing. We can't save ourselves from the dust, and we certainly can't save any of our things either. But then the last stanza, you have all this emptiness, this darkness, the nakedness and vacancy of the dark, deserted house. But it says here in this last bit, come away for life and thought, here no longer dwell. And of course you could read that as very melancholy, here no longer dwell, no life, no thought. But there's also the emphasis that life and thought here no longer dwell, as in it dwells elsewhere. And then Tennyson says, but in a city glorious, a mansion incorruptible, would they could have stayed with us. And it ends on with an exclamation point. That last sentence is this high point. Would that they could have stayed with us. Anyway, I read that made me grateful for the antithetical to the deserted house that I currently live in, the populated house. But then also, even when you arrive at a state in which you reside in a deserted house, it's still life and thought here no longer dwell. But that doesn't mean life and thought no longer dwell anywhere, or that life and thought are dead. But in a city glorious. So that was a good one. I really enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed that too. Thank you for stopping by. Maybe next time we'll pick up Tennyson. I was looking through here and my eyes fell across a couple different poems that I don't recall having read. That isn't the same thing as not actually having read them. But it might be interesting to go through those and try some. Here's one, The Kraken. Sounds quite interesting. So anyway, until next time, take care.